All right, you guys know the drill. Invite your downlines, your sidelines, your uplines. Say, get on the call. We are starting our December kickoff call. Let's do a recap of November, shall we? Like we always do. I want to shout out this team right here. We had a November to remember, as they say, with thousands of you reaching out, thousands of messages being sent, thousands of posts, and reaching thousands, literally, of people. Many of you earned thousands of dollars in holiday cash from me. We served our customers with thousands of orders. We had a Black Friday event that honestly was for the record books. We went over $207,000, not in 24 hours, quite literally in the day of Black Friday, which is absolutely astronomical. And then we did some fun festive team events for some more community that was held virtually. Our team grew by another 37.2%. Guys, we grew from October to November by 30%. Then we grew another 37% over last month. Guys, that is astronomical growth. We have an estimated over 100 rank promotions. That's estimated because the month hasn't closed yet. I fully can't see everything, but just from my calculations in my head, my calculations up there, it's over 100. We had $152,000 more in sales this month alone than last month. Guys, 150,000 is the top rank of Bravenly. We did that in a month. We did more than that in 12 hours on Black Friday. Over 171 team members here. This is what blows my mind, you guys. 171 team members on this team were making between $500 and $1,000 or more. Guys, that is a ginormous number to be making in network marketing. 171. And we had 23 more people than last month do that. So we are growing. 148 team members hit Impact Achiever. Another 27 more people than last month hit Impact Achiever. Raise your hand or put a 1 in the chat if that was you guys. That is a huge thing to shout out. Absolutely huge thing to shout out. We also helped, guys, get this, 1,209 new friends say yes to Bravenly last month alone in November. 1,209. Guys, I remember when we were doing 300 and I thought we were like, woo! All right, we're not even in momentum, you guys. That's what's crazy to me. I was talking in the EVP chat with some friends, or maybe a different chat, I can't remember. And I was like, this isn't even full momentum. And they're like, I know, like, buckle up, you guys. This is crazy. I want to shout out some of our new vice presidents. Vice president is the rank that is third from the top. It is our core leadership position. It is a big dang deal. Congrats to Erin Kane, Jaden Melnick, and Brianna Mueller, her 2.0 account. She hit that on her 2.0 account as well. That is incredible, you guys. Our new senior executive directors, Brianna Hiroshi, I have to say, she didn't just hit SED, she hit ED. She double promoted from executive director to senior executive director last month. So massive congrats to you, Bri. Sarah Thomas also hit senior executive director. And then we had a handful of executive directors, guys. Kim Martin, I love her energy. She's a fiery one. She's so fun. I love it. Kim McCloskey, she hit executive director. Y'all, she was super close to senior executive director, and I know that team is going to pull that off this month and go flying above that. Rebecca Godel, I may have pronounced your last name wrong. Please forgive me. But Rebecca, you hit executive director. Corinne, you did it as well. Stacy Crosby, I believe she did almost 5,000 in volume or 4,000 in volume in 24 hours. Way to go, Stacy. Noelle Buskness, you also hit executive director. Tamara Buntrock and Jill Young or Jung. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right either. But Jill, I'm so excited for you guys. Guys, I had a goal for this team at the beginning of 2025. And I said, I want 50 executive directors and above on this team by the end of 2025. We are at 44. We are at 44. We got another month to close those last 6. So who's it going to be? Who's going to lean in with us this month and go executive director? I'm so proud of you guys. Some additional shout outs I want to do really quick before I get into the meat of some training I want to talk about with you guys tonight is our highest volumes ever. Not only did all of those rank ups clearly have their highest volumes ever, but we also had some incredible high volumes. And what I call these are milestone volumes, right? It's not always going to be a rank up month. Shake your head if you know what I mean. It is okay to celebrate the growth, the milestones, the progress. And that's actually what we're going to talk about tonight. But I want to highlight Amy Spence and her team, highest volume ever by far, you guys, by far. This close to EVP, you guys. That is going to be our next EVP team. I'm so excited for Amy Spence and her downline. Ashley Harden, this close to senior vice president. That is her highest volume that she's ever had collectively. Amber Collins, Lauren Kazamatis, so stinking close. Brittany Need, oh my gosh, and Melody Hopius. You guys were all so close to vice president, senior vice president, executive vice president, not to mention Brianna and her crew being super close to silver EVP, which is just mind blowing. But you want to know something that I love about every one of those names that I just mentioned that had their highest volumes ever and they were so close to ranking up? Do you know what I love about each one of them that I've had a conversation with? They didn't let this gap that happened last month defeat them because they know the long run. They trust the process. They know that they came so close and that was not for naught. It was for the growth that they needed for their team, and it's going to come to fruition. Each one of them ended the month going, man, I'm proud of where we ended. I could have been, man, we didn't hit it. Gosh. And you would have ignored all the beautiful things that happened. And so maybe I'm talking to you too. Maybe you on this call are going, wow, everybody's just like flying and I'm not hitting the rank or hitting the goal or making the amount that I need. Guys, challenge yourself into trusting the process and recognizing the good. Garrett McGrath, he calls that confirmation bias. He's not the only one that calls it that, but that's what it's called. It's confirmation bias. If you are looking for something bad, guess what you're going to find? You're going to find something bad. If you're looking for something good and you're looking for the positive, guess what you're going to find? Some of the positives, right? Right? I'm pregnant right now and I feel like everything I see is baby because it's on the top of mind, right? What are you thinking about the most? That's what you're going to recognize. And that's what I want to talk to you guys tonight. So I want to talk about something that's either going to make it or break it in your business. And tonight's going to be a little tough love, Tara, because I love you. But I want to talk about what's going to make it or break it. Not the comp plan, not the Facebook algorithms of who you're going to see, not even your skill set and your talent. Hear me on that. That's not going to make it or break it for you. It's your ability to fall in love with the journey. It's your ability to trust the process and believe in yourself and to not let the hard days or the slower seasons derail you. Now, why am I talking about this when we just came off of our highest month ever? Guys, we crossed over 600,000 in our team volume. That is by far our highest ever, right? Why would I be talking about this? Because not every month is going to be like this. And some of you need to trust the process too. It's very easy to see this massive team with all this success, but it takes all of us coming together and loving the process, trusting the journey. Just because your bestie on your sideline had their promotion month doesn't mean your promotion month isn't coming. Okay? It doesn't mean it's not coming because it is. And I'm going to teach you how, right? Here's the truth. Anyone can be excited on a product launch day. Anybody can be consistent for a week. Anybody can be consistent when they're on a high and they're feeling good. Anyone can work when the rank is exploding and everybody's clapping and cheering for them. That's easy. But long-term growth, you guys, real leadership, real entrepreneurship, which you all are, the life you actually want is built in the messy middle. It's built in the middle part. The part that says, man, nothing's happening yet. I don't see the fruits yet. This isn't even working. That part, that's where it's growing. I promise you. So I'm going to give you 3 ways to fall in love with the journey so that you can trust the process, so you can keep doing the consistent work, and so you can give it enough time to breathe and take root. Okay? Champions are not built in the moment of celebration. Hear me. Champions are not built in the moment of celebration. They're built in the months where nobody is clapping for them, where nobody is seeing the wins. Okay? That's where champions and grit and trusting the process is built. So way number 1, shift your scoreboard. That's what I want you to write. Shift your scoreboard. Roots before fruits. Roots before fruits. Say it out loud. Most people only measure the fruit. What rank did I hit? What was my paycheck? What was our enrollment number? What were my likes and comments? And how many did I get? How many yeses did I get? That's all great. That's all great. Wonderful. I mean, heck, I started the call like that, right? It's okay to celebrate those things. But we don't only measure the fruit. What happens when you do? On days when the fruit doesn't match your expectations, guess what's going to happen? You're going to feel like a failure when you're not. That's head trash. If your fruit doesn't match your expectation, you will feel like you're failing. And you're going to make up a story. You're going to make it up and say, this isn't working. I'm behind. I don't belong here. This isn't for me. It's taking too long. Something's wrong with me. That is baloney poo-poo. Okay? Baloney poo-poo. In long-term business, what actually matters first is the roots. Your habits, your skills, your mind, your relationships, the courage to show up on the hard days again and again and again and again. And you wonder why all these people on this team, all these people, these magical people, you're like, they're just magical unicorns. They're just promoting left and right. You want to know why? Because they're doing this stuff behind the scenes consistently for months and months and months and months. Think about a seed in the ground. There's a whole season where nothing visible is happening to that seed. You can't see it. It's under the surface. But that's where everything is happening. Again, I'm going to do another pregnancy analogy because I'm pregnant right here. You can't see the baby, but a lot's happening in there, right? A lot's happening. Everything's happening there. The roots are taking form. They're creating that solid foundation. And that's what determines how high the tree can grow, how rooted and stable that foundation is. In your business, it's the same way, guys. I want you to change what you celebrate. It's okay to celebrate the wins that we just did at the beginning of the conversation, but I want you to look for the various things that you can celebrate that might not be just the fruits, the outputs of the input. We've got to celebrate the input, my friends. Instead of asking, what rank am I? How much did I make? I want you to start asking yourself these questions. Did I show up when I didn't feel like it? Was I brave today? Did I do something scary? Did I send the messages that I said I would? Did I learn something new? Did I improve a conversation? Did I talk to that person that I was afraid of talking to? Did I serve my customers and my team with excellence today? Am I showing up better than yesterday? Am I showing up the best that I can? Those are root questions. You will fall in love with the journey when you stop punishing yourself for not having fruit in a root season. I'm going to say that again. You're going to fall in love with the journey when you stop punishing yourself for not having fruit in what is your root season. I want you to say this out loud. I'm not behind. I'm building roots. Say it out loud. I'm not behind. I'm building roots. When you believe that, you stop quitting in the very season that's trying to prepare you. When you start believing that, you stop quitting right before the going gets good. Your first action step from this point is I want you to decide what your root scoreboard is. Maybe that's 20 new conversations a day, 10 new follow-ups, 1 piece of content, and 15 minutes of training. I do not miss a day, you guys. You can ask my leaders. I do not miss a day of 10 minutes of mindset work. In our 10K chat, y'all probably get annoyed with all the reels I send, but I send like good little mindset reels because every day I don't miss that. Mindset matters. So 20 new conversations, 10 follow-ups, 1 piece of content, 10, 15 minutes of training or mindset work, that's a great scoreboard. Put it where you see it daily and celebrate checking those boxes just like you would if you hit a rank. It should feel that good because that's how you're going to hit a rank, friends, right? Number two, the way you can fall in love with the process is build rhythms, not roller coasters. Okay? Most people run their business like a roller coaster. 3 days, all in hustle. Oh my gosh, end of the month, I'm just going to pour in. And then 4 days of complete burnout and disappearing. And then, oh, here comes a promotional. I'm going to go in and push. And then 2 weeks of, oh, I just need to regroup. Am I ringing anybody's bells here? Have you ever felt that? Have you ever seen that in your downline maybe? Instead of the roller coasters, let's build a solid rhythm that you can keep up with. The constant start stop is going to be exhausting for you, and that's going to lead to burnout. Okay. And I don't want any of you lovely human beings to experience burnout here on this team, right? It's going to make the journey feel heavy, dramatic, emotional, discouraging. This is good here, you guys. It doesn't need to feel that way. What actually creates results is rhythm, not necessarily intensity. Rhythm over intensity. Think about going to the gym, going 6 hours one day and then never going again for the rest of the month. Are you going to get that body that you want? Are you going to get those muscles that you need to function well? But what if you did 30 minutes a day on most days of the week? What do you think is going to happen? You're going to be transformed. The business is the same way. You don't need to live in survival mode. You just need simple, sustainable rhythm. Okay, so I want you to picture your business almost like you're brushing your teeth. Okay, you don't negotiate with yourself about it. If you are, I encourage you to brush your teeth. Okay, that should be standard. Okay, love you so much. Dental health is important, but we typically don't negotiate dental health, right? You don't wait until you're motivated. No, you do it in the morning and you do it at night. Sometimes you do it after lunch. Okay, you do it because it's part of your daily rhythm. Okay, that's the level. And that's the neutrality I want you to have with your business tasks. Brushing your teeth is not something that should be emotional, right? Oh my gosh, I have to like really muster up all of the energy to go in and brush my teeth. Oh my gosh, it's emotionally draining. No, it's pretty neutral in our daily life, right? Oh, got to go brush my teeth. That's the way I want you guys to feel about the consistency in your business. Okay? Okay? So, fall in love with the journey when you stop asking yourself every day if you feel like it. Okay? Motivation is doing the thing that you said you were going to do long after you feel like doing it, right? My business is built by rhythm, not by mood. Write that down. My business is built by rhythm, not by my mood. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this. Your emotions are allowed, guys, 100,000%. But your emotions are not the CEO of your business. They are not. So here's the other side. When your rhythm is clear, you can allow yourself to also rest without guilt, because resting is important too. You can have a family day, a travel day, or a sick day, or a mental health day without going to the extreme of disappearing for weeks or hours and not feel shame about that. There's a pace that you can do this. And if you really truly want to trust the process, you have to give the process something to work with. That something is your steady rhythm, consistency, the compounding effect, guys. I say that all the time. Okay, number 3, we're going to wrap up before our call at 8:30 with Amy Spence and our wife Ravenly. Number 3 is I want you to guard your headspace and normalize the messy middle. Guard your headspace and normalize the messy middle. And I'm going to pause for just 2 seconds. The reason I'm training this, you guys, is this is how we become unstoppable as a team, each and every one of you. When you guys can master this kind of stuff, you become impenetrable. Your mindset is steel. Your business will grow consistently and organically. This is a skill set I'm teaching you guys right now. So guard your headspace and normalize the messy middle. Okay. We love the before and after story. We love those pictures in wellness, right? Okay. Let's think about those before and afters. We also love the, oh, I was a broke mama, but now I'm a millionaire stories. Okay. We love those stories too. We love the dramatic testimony. I get it. I get it. But we don't talk enough about the middle. The middle is where it's working, but you might not know it yet. The middle is where it's also hard. Let's be real. Okay. Y'all can see right now that this team is a $600,000 team, but some of you have no idea what it took me to get here. Some of you do. Some of you know that the pain and the challenges and the growth that I had, but some of you don't. You've got to remember that the middle is hard too. And while you're growing, it might not be as fast as you want. So you've got to set proper expectations too. Oh, Tara, I did 30 days of consistent work and it hasn't shown up yet, so I'm just going to give up. Guys, I want to reach there and go, oh, friend, you got to give it more time. At least 90 days of consistency. Okay? Where you're better than where you were, but not yet where you want to be, that's in the middle. But guess what I started that sentence with? Where you're better than where you were. It's the positive first. The positive first. But I'm just not yet where I want to be. If you don't normalize that middle season, you're going to constantly think something's wrong with you. Right? You are. So let me say this very clearly. It is normal to have months that feel slow. It is normal to question yourself sometimes. It is normal to lose a team member or have a customer do a possible return, or maybe they don't reorder. It is normal to have someone tell you no. It is normal to not feel like a stellar rock star every single day. That is normal. None of that means that it's not working, though. It means that you're human and you're building something very, very real. But you've got to guard what you give your focus and your heart to. So some practical ways that you can guard your headspace. How do we guard our headspace, Tara? I'm going to tell you. Number one, limit comparison. If you have to unfollow somebody so that you keep your head straight, unfollow them. They don't know it. You're still friends with them on Facebook. Just protect your headspace. Your mind matters. Limit comparison. Stop tracking everybody else's journey more than your own. I've coached some people where they know more about somebody else's business than their own. And I'm like, whoop, let's start right there. You know more about what's going on in their life than your own business. That is their timeline, not yours. Their chapter 20 is not your chapter 4, as they say. Okay. Number 2, choose your inner circle wisely. Is a big one. Woo-hoo! I get fiery on this one. Stay close to the people who are going somewhere. You are most like the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Who are you spending time with? Who's speaking life into you or sucking it out? Who's speaking truth or validating and enabling those nasty emotions? Who's taking responsibility and accountability with you and pushing you to make you better, to empower you, or allowing you to eat that donut on your gym day? Right? We don't want people feeding our excuses and our pity parties. We want those to rise up with us. That's why I say, let's stick together, because we are a team of that. Okay. And number 3, the third way to protect your headspace is tell yourself the right story. This is the hardest one, but you got to be willing to choose to do this. Tell yourself the right story. Every time something hard happens, you're going to tell yourself a story about it. Oh, this is proof it's not working. This is proof that I'm not good enough. No, you switch it and you say, this is proof I'm being refined and strengthened. Easy switch, huge impact, right? What I tell myself about the middle will decide whether or not I ever see the miracle. Okay? Hard doesn't mean stop. Hard usually means you're on the right schedule. And I know that's easy to say when you're out of it, but it is the truth. Okay? It is the truth. So we said 3 ways to fall in love with this journey. Shift your scoreboard, roots before fruits. Build rhythms, not roller coasters. Guard your headspace. Normalize that messy middle. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 things of homework before we close up. Write it down. Number 1, I want you to write your root scoreboard. What are 3 to 5 daily actions that you can do that are fully in your control? And if you don't know what those are, in ACE, under our tracking folder, there's a brand partner checklist right there for you. It's made for you. Use that. It's in our Brave Collective team page too as well. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to decide your minimum rhythm. What is my non-negotiable that I'm going to do even on a busy or emotional day? What is my rhythm going to look like? 30 minutes a day, 45 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. You find it and you match it. Honor yourself with that. And number 3, write one new story about your journey. I said this to somebody last week, and I said, before we end today, because it was a hard day for her, I said, before we end today, I want you to send me 3 good things that are happening in your business. Send me 3 good things. And she did. And I said, holy moly, those are huge good things, right? Write a new story about your journey, right? I'm cheering this team on. This team is creating such strong, incredible leaders. We are going to continue growing together for the long term. I believe in the seed that's already been planted in you, and I cannot wait for you to also find that solid rock solid belief in that seed. But I can't wait for you to look back 12 months from now and go, look what I did. Look what we did. 12 months ago, we were 5 times less than what we are right now. We've grown 5 times in 1 year. That is possible for you guys and more. So I want you to go build your roots first and then your fruit next. I love you guys. Stay tuned for our Why Ravenly next. Bye, guys.